Hey everybody, just wanted to give a quick update. This is part of a battle we're playing. There's a little lull in deployment here, taking a break. But I can give you a rundown, see what's going on. We're playing Battlegroup, of course. This is the flanking attack scenario. Right down here, I got my Germans. I got 3 units I could deploy. And this is my deployment corner. I got a Stug there and a squad of Panzer Grenadiers. They got their machine guns riding the Stug. And the rest of the squad, the rifle squad, is over here. I got MG42s. They're all good. Down here is my scouting deployment zone. This corner over here. I got my scouts in their 250 half-track. And by the way, this is a campaign game. And what I got here is a 251 half-track loaded with a full squad of Panzer Grenadiers who, during the campaign, they gained access to the scout ability. They're also elite. And I got to mark the red rubies right now just to remind me. But anyway, they're down here in this corner here. And over here we got the Americans' main deployment force. They got all 3 of their Shermans deployed. One is a 76 Sherman. He's right there in the middle. And he's also veteran from the campaign. So machine gun back there. Part of the armored infantry squad that's riding that half-track there in front of the building. They're still in the half-track. And a platoon commander down there for the Shermans. And their recon deployment zone is up here. They got their guys in the building up here. Some veteran scouts with a Jeep. And an M20 over there taking cover. So yeah, we just finished deployment. That's what it looks like. Pretty interesting battlefield. It's kind of open. Got an M10 there that's an objective right in the middle of the table. Got an objective down here that the Germans are going to pick up quick. There's 4 objectives. We rolled up 4. Another objective down here, which I think I'm going to pick up quick. And the Americans got that objective, the little tent. And yeah, that's all 4 objectives. So it's a 4x4 table. And that's what it looks like. We're going into turn 1, and the Germans got it. So the Germans are going first. So it's pretty fun. I'll give a part 2 to this video and show you the progress of the battle so far. It's kind of different for me. I usually go all out with my battle reports. I go turn by turn and stuff. But I've been playing a lot of games recently, and I just wanted to throw this up real quick. Maybe there'll be 2 or 3 parts to it, and so you could see the end results of this battle. This is part of a campaign game too, so I'll fill you in on that too as we go along. Pretty fun, my friends, pretty fun. Talk to you again. Folks, here's a quick rundown of the end of turn 1. I basically lost my Stug. It broke down on the hill, and during the Americans' turn, I pulled up a 76 and destroyed him. So that's the end of my Stug. I did manage to get my machine gun team off and into the woods, and they put down some fire on that 30 cal team down there by that tent and pinned it. What else? This part of the squad up here exchanged fire with the recon unit up here in the building. They fired back as well. Nobody did any damage, so that was that. I moved my half-tracks in behind this woods. So I managed to capture that objective. But this half-track, the 250, which was recon, it was carrying a foot patrol, was destroyed by that Sherman, who hustled down the hill, let off a shot. He could see through that stretch of woods there, and destroyed it and the crew. So that's gone. Took 2 counters for that. And this one's still got a Panzer Grenadier squad in it. What else? He unloaded his armored infantry from their half-track up into that field. They're now in ambush. What else we got here? Machine gun team is pinned. There's his 76 that fired and moved. And he moved that Sherman up there by that hedge. And there's his M20 and his Jeep that was up here. So that's the situation. I have 3 of the 4 objectives. So that hurts him. I got them marked in blue. That one, and that M10. He's got that objective, which is in red. So that's the end of turn 1. The end of, start of next turn, we're going to bring in some reserve forces. And I think I need them. I need my Panzer IV tank for one. Okay, let's see what happens. Hey folks, just finished turn 2. Quick rundown. Germans were first. Brought in my reinforcements. The half track here is actually empty. Got to get him into cover. Brought my Panzer IV in, which took a high explosive shot to try and pin that Sherman on the road. Failed to do that. This half track is a command half track, and the crew jumped out. So that's my senior commander right there, actually. They're behind the hill. I want to get them up on the hill so I can maybe use some of that artillery. I think I rolled like 3 for my orders, so didn't do much. My squad down here didn't do anything, but they ended up getting pinned as a result of fire from that 76 Sherman over there, which put down some high explosives on these guys. This squad also lost a guy, so they're down 4 dudes. His recon guys that were in the Jeep before come out of this ruins. They're up here. They took some shots on him as well. They're veteran, by the way. He also moved up that Sherman, took some shots at my machine gun team up here in the woods, did nothing. So I'm holding that objective. I put that squad on ambush. There's the 76 Sherman, and there's his headquarters that he brought in his reinforcements, still in their half track. And that's about it. Did make a mistake in the previous turn, though. He's got 2 M20s. We forgot to deploy one of them during deployment, so we just put him on the board right now. He's up there next to the other M20. Normally he has 2 M20s, and the one is a veteran, but for whatever reason that vehicle couldn't be in this battle, so he just spent his extra 25 points from the previous victory, the scenario we played, gave him an extra 25 points, and he bought that vehicle back, which is just a regular quality, regular experience vehicle. So the only difference there is he doesn't get the veteran M20. He's just got a regular. So yeah, so that's turn 2 complete. Here's my counters. I think my battle rating is 18. And that's what I got so far. I got 4 of them. That's 11. So I'm about halfway at my break point. I don't know what his is, but he does have 5 counters. One of them was a breakdown counter, however, which we're counting as 1 towards battle rating. So that's it. That's turn 2, folks. Turn 3 coming up. Folks, that's the end of turn 3 and the game. That was one of the quickest games I think we've played in this campaign. Well, let's take a look at the carnage. Germans were first, of course. I moved my Panzer IV up, took a shot at that Sherman, which as you can see is still alive. It's moved down the road, in fact. He returned fire, actually. And neither one hurt the other, so that was the duel between those 2 tanks. I moved up my half tracks up there to kind of give him cover and hide from his tanks that were coming over here, and this side, actually. Well, didn't matter. I tried to use a tactical coordination with my headquarters on that squad that was here, which is now gone. There they are. Failed. Roll a 1. Unbelievable. And they were cut down by this Sherman, which moved up from behind that haystack up there and gunned them down with some machine gun fire. His little unit there pinned themselves. They tried to close assault the infantry that were here. Failed it and ended up being pinned. So they're stuck right there. Earlier, up here, my machine gun team in the woods, they were going to open fire on this infantry advancing up the hill. And they did manage to actually pin the infantry with that fire. But if you remember, those infantry were on ambush. So they were able to fire first, and they didn't do anything to my machine gun team. And the machine gun team fired and managed to pin the Americans. What else happened? During his turn, the half-track back there, supporting the infantry, did actually put some fire on my machine gun team and pin them. So they eventually were pinned. But I still have control of that objective. He never took that one. He never did anything with his 76 or his recon elements or his headquarters way over there because the game ended. It ended with the loss of this unit right here. And there's my total battle rating right there. I think it's 19. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And my battle rating is 18. So that's it. Got called from the battlefield. Where are they? That's his total right there. If you could see that. That's what he had. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus 1 for the breakdown. So, and his battle rating was 20. So, yeah, that was that. So it was a pretty good game. Pretty fast. Very easy to play. Fun as hell, as usual. Losing my Stug in the beginning was a major kick in the ass. I didn't like that. But that was luck. I pulled the counter for breakdown. Well, he did, actually. And he chose that Stug, and it broke down. In the same turn, he moved up his 76, I believe, and finished it off. So that was the end of that, early on. I don't know what to say. I think my battle rating counters I was drawing were pretty high. I mean, 3 of them were 2s. The other 3 were a 5 and 2 4s. That's pretty high. So that's one reason it went so quick. I don't think I made any mistakes, really. Kept my half tracks kind of protected. Never did anything with my command, except for to try a tactical coordination, which failed. He didn't capture this, by the way, because I got my command within 10 inches of it, so he'd have to take those guys out. Same thing over here. My Panzer IV is within 10, so is that half track. So he couldn't capture that objective. So the objectives never changed hands. And up there. Really fun battle. That was the 3rd battle of our campaign. We got to check experience now for some of these units. For the ones that captured objectives. I think one of these. I think this tank down here killed an armored vehicle. Yeah, that half track there, so he'll get a bonus on his experience check. And of course, we got to check for troops coming back, and then use replacements, like my whole squad there. At least that part of it, anyway. The other parts up here on the hill, they're gonna have to check for casualties, replacements. They're not experienced though; they're not veterans or anything, so it really don't matter. But it was an interesting battle. So, next battle, battle 4 in this campaign. Is yet to be determined, and the Americans win this one, so they're going to get another 25 points to add to their army to buy a new unit, and they'll get their other M20 back that's a veteran, so for the next battle. And that's about it. Alright folks, I hope you enjoyed. It was a quick battle. 3 turns, pretty amazing. See you next time. I hope you enjoyed this little battle report. It was quick, but that goes to show you. This is a squad level game, by the way. I think we're playing at 350 points, so that's what the game's capable of. It can also handle the bigger games like platoon-sized actions or battalions, even, you know, if you got the space for that kind of thing, it's great. But yeah, this is a squad level game, and it's pretty fast, and it's bloody. Okay, folks, I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed.